wanted to announce a transition change in athletic leadership at the University of Charleston, and thought it made a lot of sense in this situation to do that with a press conference rather than simply sending out a release that you read in your inboxes or don't read in your inboxes. At the end of this calendar year, Tom Nozica will give up the position of being athletic director at the University of Charleston. He will continue as head baseball coach. His tenure has been dramatic and a significant one. And we didn't want to be in the situation of simply saying, oh, we're opening up a search for athletic director without being able to provide some context for that. Tom Nozica came to the University of Charleston about the time cars were invented. It was 1969, and he came to coach baseball and men's soccer. It's believed that his 43 years of coaching is the longest standing in NCAA Division II, and he's got 3 years to go to catch up to Joe Paterno. And I don't know that Joe's going to cooperate in that. But that's the deal. He did win 69 games as a soccer coach, which is the second highest and most successful record at UC. Has 630 baseball wins. But we're here really to talk about his role as an athletic director over the last 13 years. When I asked him to accept the position of being athletic director, I honestly thought that he wouldn't do it. He had been involved as an assistant athletic director and had different responses to that role, depending on what day you ask him about how enjoyable it was. But when I asked him if he would accept the role of being in the athletic director's position, he said he would do it because he wanted to give back to the university for the good experiences he'd been able to have as a coach. And I think all of you know that athletics is a little bit different now than it was 13 years ago. The big visible issue is that we have football that we did not have then. We've had an elevation, I believe, in the quality of teams across the board. We've had our playing venues changed because we did not have University of Charleston Stadium then. We did not have the new softball field then. We did not have Triana Field that has been renovated since then. And we have one project yet to go that's on the drawing boards, and that's the Sports and Fitness Center. So if Tom can wrap that up by the end of his term in December, then we'll have a grand celebration. But independent of that, we will have a celebration of what he's contributed as an athletic director and how the athletic program at the university has evolved, and we'll be doing that on October 22nd. We usually have an annual Hall of Fame event when we induct new people into the Hall of Fame, and this year, instead of doing that, we will have a celebration of athletics at the university. His tenure as AD includes 2 Commissioner's Cups. I believe every year we are first, second, or third in the Cups ratings for the conference, and that's a good thing, and we are proud of that. There have been 23 conference titles and Elite 8 appearances both in men's soccer and in women's basketball. Over the last 2 years, 120 of our student athletes have been selected as academic award winners. And so we really are pleased that Tom Nozica gets it. He represents so much the spirit of what athletics are about here, and if you talk to the athletes who have played under him, he's concerned about character, he's concerned about behavior, he's concerned about academics, at the same time that he is pushing their being able to excel as athletes. And somebody who has had that tenure of service to the institutions certainly has shaped it. And athletics at UC is Tom Nozica. So we have mixed feelings about his making this transition, but we now will open up a genuine national search to identify who should be the athletic director here beginning in January 2nd. comments he wants to, and any anecdotes he wishes to tell. I've got a few he doesn't want me to tell. But Tom? Come on.
This is overwhelming. Not accustomed to this type of fanfare. Normally they hold it for a football coach or somebody that puts air in the ball. But anyway, be it what it is. You know, one of the hardest things for an athlete to do is to come to grips with the fact as to when his playing days are over. You know, when do you tie the spikes together and you hang them up on a rusty nail and get on with the rest of your life? Well, same thing with this. Sometimes it takes a little nudge, but you have to take a step back and just kind of survey where you're at, where you want to go, and how long you have to get there, and this type of thing. And I've been able to do that. I took that step back and just kind of surveyed the countryside. And this is the right move. This is the right move for me, and not wanting to be selfish, let someone else step into this shoes, and they can have some fun with it also. But it's been a good run. I've enjoyed it. We've accomplished quite a few things. The one big thing that I'm disappointed that we haven't accomplished during my, whatever you want to call it, is the Sport Fitness Center. But I feel confident that Ben and Dr. Welch here within the next couple of weeks, they'll have another press conference and we'll be announcing that. But seriously, it's been a good run. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. I'm not going to say that there haven't been some bumps in the road. There has been. The one thing that I can say is that when it comes time to do all of these crazy reports and the issues that come across your desk and whatever, there's been nothing but total cooperation from across the campus. I'm talking about from plant and property to security to housing and student life and financial aid and Steve Davis, and nothing but total cooperation, and that's been appreciated. That's what it takes to make this thing run, and for that I'm grateful and thankful. I would also like to mention that the coaches, coaching's not rocket science. My basic philosophy there is, hey, you treat people right, do your job, keep us out of jail, and win. And, that's pretty much how we've done it. And I have to say that we have a bunch of coaches right now that do it very well. And I will miss